That's a nice tune. Hello! I'm Zai the Vergankius from Washington. Tonight, we are not gonna get shot because I don't think you can actually die in this adventure game. Proof that the genre has dropped off some. That said, you know, as long as we're out here, if there's a way to die in this game, I will find it. I promise you. It's my top priority. Well, no, my top priority is to have a good time. But, still, this is a... It's up there. It's up there.
I swear to you, your debts will not be in vain! We're still alive, you moron!
Eat the I would if I could, believe me. If I could eat the cockroach in a matchbook, I would. Matchbox, excuse me. It's not a book, it's a box. Hello, Silver. Tonight I have peach-flavored seltzer, and we are starting in on part 2 of Broken Sword, the Serpent Curse, in which we may perhaps, at some point actually invoke a curse? That would be nice, if there was a curse in this game. I'm reminded I have, like, the Hot Wheels Cars Racer on Epic, and I don't have any of the DLC for it. I was tempted to pick it up during the, summer sales, but I had other priorities, money-wise. It's still really tempting to do that, but it's not a very good game. I played it for a while on Game Pass, and it's a decent game, but it's not a great game. I still kind of want the DLC because it's got all kinds of goofy shit in there, but I don't know. Maybe I should just pick up the sequel someday. Like, it's a solid 6 out of 10, and I do not have the kind of shame that would preclude me from playing a 6 out of 10 racing game. I'm not sure I have any shame at all, really. What is our next track? Are you going to swap tracks? Okay. But yeah, I rolled out of bed, I had some coffee, and I am here ready to stream. I don't think we're gonna finish tonight. I think it'll take... If it took 3 streams for the first half of the game, I'm hoping it will take 3 streams for the second half of the game. That'll make this, I think, one of the longest Broken Sword games, actually. Which I now have to check on. Broken Sword 4 was 6 videos, 2 was 4 videos, 3 was 6 videos. Where's Broken Sword 1? 5 videos, okay. Yeah, that would be about average length for games in this series. I could approve of that. Alright, we have ticked over to showtime. So let's close the music. Move over here. Bring you folks down here. And let me just get the game up and running. There we go. Is that capturing? Yes. Good. And we will pick up where we left off. Outside a Spanish villa getting shot at. We still have the press card with the chewing gum on it.
The gum was well chewed and still sticky.
Oh, hold on. I gotta twiddle the volume just a bit, because... Go. Alright. Why do we have a mop?
I had been using it to clean up Adam's apartment. In the rush to escape, I must have left it in my pocket. George had a golf club once made by the same company.
I thought George invented that golf club. Also, a collapsible mop? I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
Josh looked ready to run for cover. The place looked run down and deserted.
And we can use a phone to call Ronnie.
My phone had no service.
Oh, naturally. Telescoping pull and twist lock, probably.
A rusty old helmet lay on the ground.
Well, there's that old trick. What's
Parts
this?
of the wall had fallen down.
Requires more cost and production than a normal mop handle.
The crumbling wall offered limited cover.
Can we, like, run
Climbing
through it?
over the wall would not have been a great idea.
No. Okay. So... The obvious thing to do is take the helmet, put it on the mop handle.
A helmet on a pole? Always useful.
And then we can stick it up over the wall.
I just hope this works. Are you ready?
Can't wait. Go!
It's a fucking goat.
Oh no. I'd made it without getting shot, but I sure didn't feel lucky. Somehow I had to distract the shooter again, and this time I was on my own. With a ghost from the past giving me an evil stare.
Yeah, this is pure fan service here for people who remember that god-fucking goat puzzle in, Broken Sword 1.
I was having a powerful sense of deja vu. I'd never got on with goats.
Do I have my lucky coal? I do not. I have some yarn.
Call me a hoarder, but I wasn't giving that to the goat. Ripe apples hung from the tree.
Can you climb the tree?
The tree was way too sturdy for me to shake any apples down. Uh-oh. Ouch!
And then you get shot in the back. No? Okay.
The crumbling fountain wouldn't provide me with any cover.
Alright, is there anything I could do to, appease this goat? Flowers? Candy? Promises I don't intend to keep?
Look what I got for you, little fella.
The tea biscuit?
I needed the cookie to feed Trevor.
Really? Look what I got you, little fella! I got shot! Yeah!
I could hear the little fella scuttling around in there.
Can I feed him Trevor?
I couldn't let the goat eat Trevor.
No. Can I feed Trevor?
I fed Trevor a crumb. He loved that biscuit.
Can I feed him the Provenance? Because this is useless.
Look what I got for you, little fella.
Okay, we can just feed him random crap. What else won't we need this episode? La Maledicto! Let's feed it the plot!
Call me a hoarder, but I wasn't giving that to the goat.
Alright, now.
I wondered if the notes could help decrypt La Malediccio.
Yeah, we probably need this. The sketch?
Call me a hoarder.
No. A photograph? Look at the photograph!
Look what I got for you, little fella.
In an hour, it's coming out your ass. Why am I feeding the goat things?
Call me a hoarder. Call me a hoarder.
Call me a whore. Okay, George.
I was having a...
Yeah? Can we just touch the goat now?
Good goat. No.
Here. Nice dodge roll, George. This doesn't seem to be doing anything. Well, I'm not sure this is having an effect. And shaking the tree is probably not.
Oh, heck.
Yeah. Wait, there's a dodge button. Okay. That's it. We gotta dodge.
Oh, heck.
2, 3, now. Apples. We ninja'd that goat.
The apples were bruised.
Oh no, they're bruised.
That wouldn't make any sense.
I can't throw apple. Can we throw the apples in the tire?
That was never gonna work.
You cut it top first? Yeah, we did. Can we feed the apples to the goat? Will this appease?
Hey, Mr. Goat. Look what I got for you. I was hoping the goat would be more friendly now.
Yeah? Did it work?
Good goat. No.
No. Imagine an apple that has fallen from a
Hey,
tree.
that's one of my apples.
Reduce gravity till it doesn't bruise. How many coconuts can an African swallow carry? 6.
Nope. I need...
You can only get the coconuts as a 6-pack. Can you just sprint to the house?
Hey, what? Whoa!
No. I feel like I'm just fucking around. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Can we, throw the apples at the pile of apples?
Boy.
Fetch!
The goat couldn't reach the apple pile.
Okay, why didn't you move?
That wasn't worth trying.
What about you throw it at the bottles?
Oh boy, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, how about you move this time instead of... Okay, and then we open the car door.
I distracted the goat, but it wouldn't take him long to eat that apple.
That's great. Open the car door.
Even while he was eating, the goat had his eye on me. You want another apple?
Alright, let's try the tire. That wasn't worth trying as much overhead from that wouldn't work. It is. To some degree, yeah.
I distracted the...
Alright, he can make it to the tire. He can't make it to the car door. George, what are you fucking... What? Why? 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 What did you... Why? Oh, because it was on the rope.
The goat now had a whole pile of apples to tuck into. I tossed him my last apple.
Okay, the tire was on the rope, which I couldn't really see because of the resolution here. We can't get to the car door. Because George is totally
Even
cowed
while
by
I was
this
eating,
goat.
the goat had his eye on me.
What about the side mirror? Alright, we have a mirror. Now we can blind the shooter, I guess. Order of the goat. What is the order of the goat? What order does the goat get? I think it's large double cheeseburger, fries, nuggets, and an orange
I
drink.
wasn't going to frighten the shooter with his own reflection.
Recommended category, broken sword for 3 viewers, all here. Okay. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information.
That was never going to work.
Hello, Kupo. Broken Sword 53. George fills out his paperwork at his job. I mean... He went to work once. And the Mafia showed up. Mirror at the goat.
The goat had turned away, and I decided to leave him alone.
No.
The old car had been abandoned long ago.
Wasn't
The
gonna
shots were coming from inside the house.
Wasn't gonna frighten the shooter with his own reflection. Well, whose reflection are you gonna frighten him with? Peter Cushing's? He's dead. You can't do that, George. Why did you even think of that? And George is too afraid of the goat to do anything over there.
Even while he was... I'd moved the tire further away from the car.
I know. We'll show him Trevor.
That wouldn't make any sense.
No, okay.
I'd broken off the old car's side mirror.
Ah, the sun is a selectable object. Good.
I'd blinded the shooter. Time to make a dash for it.
Fucking Howie scream!
Don't think I can't see you, senor. If you so much as move an inch, I shall shoot you.
Howie scream. Actually, what if we show him the medallion? Put that away, George. What if we show him the medallion?
Don't move. I was just gonna get... I said, don't move.
It was a wind chime made out of old cans. The shooter was just an old man in a straw hat with a large gun.
Offer him a cookie. If you give an old man a cookie, he'll probably want to shoot you.
Don't move. I was just gonna get... I said, don't move.
Senor, please! Whoever you are, hold your fire! I'm not armed!
Good. That makes it easier for me to shoot you.
My name is George Stobart. I'm a friend.
I have no friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. All we want is a quick look inside the Castell.
I don't believe you. You are here to kill Senor Marquez.
Senor Marquez? He's alive? What, he'll vouch for us.
You don't fool me like that. Get out of here before I kill you.
I kill you.
Please, put the gun down.
No. Leave now, or I shoot.
Vostè, venghi a mi.
Wait, who the hell is this?
Do you understand what I am saying?
Try saying it and let's see.
Ah, well, I'm George Stobart, and I come in peace.
Alright, I think if we show her the medallion, she'll understand where we're coming from.
Don't move your hands.
No.
Hold it.
Alright, we're not allowed to show her anything. That sucks.
Don't move your hands.
Please, put the gun down. I'm not armed.
And I'm still not hearing an explanation.
I can understand the old man being edgy, but you look like a woman who's seen the world.
Nice work. You managed to insult Ramon and me in one sentence.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Do you mind putting that down? I've had a really bad day.
Guns don't agree with you?
No, and neither do goats. I've got bruises in places that, well, you know, places.
So leave.
We're here looking for something.
Well, go look for it somewhere else.
We were helping a man called Marquez in Paris.
He is my father.
I could see where she inherited her temperament. Your father? Well, he's our friend.
Why should I believe you? Show me proof.
I can't! You keep trying to shoot me!
I have your father's medallion.
So you're a thief too, huh?
Look at this photo.
It's old. Do I care?
How about this?
That's not proof. Try again.
I'm gonna get shot.
We tracked down his painting, La Maledictio. Look.
Where did you get this?
In London.
All right. You better come with me, but no funny business, okay?
You know, you sound just like my friend Nico. Nico!
What's going on, Ramon? Who's out there?
Some crazy American. Don't worry. Eva will deal with him.
Papa. These people want to talk to you.
Eva, I thought we agreed to shoot intruders on sight. You, how did you find me?
It wasn't easy, senor.
We thought you were dead.
You were wrong.
They've brought you something, Papa.
Can it be? At last, La Maledictio.
Alright, we finally... Oh, does it actually fit in that frame? Holy shit, it
Well,
does.
Senor Marquez, looks like La Maledictio hangs in its right place again.
Indeed. I have waited all my life for this. But
Something interesting?
the painting, it is different. The face in the middle.
The one with the symbol of the Tabula Veritatis on it?
How do you know about the tabula?
A priest told me. Said it was the devil's work.
Pah! Priests, full of lies, every one of them.
Oh, really? Well, this priest said that the tabula was an instrument to raise the devil.
Fool! Who would want to raise the devil?
But
Yo!
you do want to find the tabula.
Yes, because it is a Gnostic treasure. It is special, and my duty is to keep it safe.
I was sure that Marquez still wasn't telling me the whole truth.
Oh,
And
well.
now?
I shall decipher the painting and find the tabula. Before she died, my mother said that once the painting hung here again, its meaning would become clear, and the route to the tabula would be revealed.
So, what's the answer? Where's the tabula?
I don't know. The room has changed.
Was there something different about the room back then?
We have a photograph of it.
No. Yes. I don't know. You must help me.
Well, how? I'm not a Gnostic.
Senor, you must, because soon the Russian will be here.
He knows about Castel del Sans?
I regret, senor, that in Paris I told his sidekick a little too much.
Ah, well, I guess we'd better figure this out. And fast.
I'll go and keep watch.
Shoot on sight, remember.
Well, Nico, what now?
You try and work out just why the painting has to be in this room. I'll go and see if Eva knows anything.
Whether he knew it or not, I was sure Marquez had the answers. The photo was of the Marquez family.
Do we still have the really ripped dude? We still do.
Carved into the fireplace was a young man holding an orb. The halo reminded me of the figure in the clouds in La Maledizio. It was a circular stained glass window.
Okay. We don't have the candelabras on the
Marquez?
mantle. That's true.
Mr.
Let's
Tobar?
interrogate.
If we're going to find the tabula,
Yes,
then you will have to help.
of course.
I mean, by being totally honest with us.
When have I not been honest?
So this is you with your mother and father?
Indeed, taken in this very building many years ago.
Alright, let's start in on the interrogation. We'll start with Marquez.
What happened back in Paris? We thought you were dead.
A man came to the apartment looking for Miss Collard. He mentioned a stolen painting owned by a Russian. Obviously, I informed him that I was the true owner.
Obviously.
Next thing I knew, this thug had me pinned to a chair and was threatening to shoot me. So I told him of the Castel, and while he telephoned his boss, I hit him with the little China dog.
Guess he didn't know you were the pugnacious type.
George. That's really fucking bad, George. Congratulations. You want to see a bug?
Did I ever mention Trevor?
The old cockroach in a matchbox trick, eh?
Oh, you know it.
It's nearly as old as ferret in the pants.
I'm getting out of touch.
Yeah, you're out of touch. You're out of time.
So, Eva is your daughter?
She was a gift from God, late in my life. One day she will find room for Gnosticism in her heart. I am sure of it.
Have you taken Gnosticism into your heart?
When were you last here, Senor?
Not since that day when my father was killed.
So why did the painting bring us here?
As I said, because only here in this room will its clues become clear.
Tell me what's making you jump like that. F-I-M-B, ferrets in the pants.
I think this is yours.
My medallion. Where did you find it?
It was left in Nico's neighbor's apartment. Do you want it back?
No, you keep it for now. It has a meaning, A purpose. Perhaps you can find out what.
Sure. Just let me know if you ever want it back.
Alright, what about these notes? Is he gonna accept the priest's notes as relevant?
Father Simeon, the Dominican priest, was carrying these papers when he was killed.
So?
You're not interested in him?
I have no interest in priests
Yeah, I
or
didn't
their
think you would.
papers, senor.
Why is the Tabula Veritatis so important to the Gnostics?
It is an object of immense power. My ancestors kept it safe for hundreds of years. They brought it to Catalonia as exiles long ago. In any generation, only one Gnostic knows its exact location. My father, Xavier, was the last of these. He knew dark forces were gathering, but I was too young to learn the secret. So he commissioned La Maledicción, embedding clues to the location of the tabula within the painting.
Man, how come it's never Professor Javier of the X-Men?
But what is the tabula? What does it do?
I do not know. I know only that in the wrong hands, it would be catastrophic for mankind.
Professor Javier of the X-Men.
Take a look at this sketch.
It is the face in La Maledicción.
It was drawn by the man who restored the painting.
Then he knew of the Tabula Veritatis. What other secrets did he uncover?
I don't know, but he's dead now.
Just as well. The fewer that know the secrets of La Maledicción, the better.
I'm convinced you're gonna try to kill me the minute I solve this puzzle. You know that, right? Like, there's no reason for him to leave us alive.
So, you're the good guys?
Good and evil are meaningless terms. We strive simply to maintain balance and
In the
keep the
Force.
tabula from those who seek to exploit it for their own ends.
Tell me about the painting.
When I was a child, I would stand here for hours just staring at it. Who was the mysterious painter, El Serp, the serpent? And what did it mean, La Maledicción, the curse?
That's the serpent's
I
curse,
asked my
right?
father, but he just told me to be patient. He said that one day I would know everything.
Senor, can you decipher any of the painting?
The Tower of Saints, of course. I knew it was a castell. And the saints themselves are Gnostic. You see the woman in red?
The one you marked in the photo?
She is Mary Magdalene. We revere her as Christ's greatest disciple. The
I
rest,
thought that was Enoch.
I don't know.
The symbol on the face, it is obviously the tabula.
But the elements around it, I don't know.
Alright, I guess we have to pitch in and start
We must
deciphering
find the
the
answer.
actual painting, and we can't do that unless we get a look at it.
Marquez said that the painting contained clues only a Gnostic could solve. But when it was back in this room, all would become clear. The plinths looked like they could be rotated. The plinths looked like they could be rotated.
The plinths look like they could be rotated. Okay.
That would be pointless.
Can't set it on fire. Well, I'm out of ideas. Like, if we can't burn it, what can we do? Can I do you a favor? What is the favor you wish? Step away from the painting. Look at this photograph. Yep, there are two guys.
On the fireplace behind them were two identical statues.
Two little guys. And no, this looks like damage, not a clue. Anyway, we definitely don't have two little guys. Can we check the rest of the building? Oh, this looks lovely. Broken green statue. Here's one.
There was a piece of stone on the wall.
The
Looks
other
like
one
it's
is
a
out by the
startled
fountain, I
statue.
bet. That was the hotspot that I kept trying to click on. Can we walk out there? Yeah, good. Nico is standing in front of it.
until you came here, you knew nothing about the castle?
Didn't know, wasn't interested. I better get back on guard in case anyone else shows up.
Your father needs our help, Eva.
My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
Gnostic nonsense, or GG.
So, what did you find out?
Not a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So, why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far.
Any day now. Here's a blue statue. Here's a broken blue statue. We now have 3 statues. Hey, you don't have to stop and look at me. I'm good. Let's see if we can find a 4th statue before we carry on. Rubble. Rubble, rubble.
There were spent bullet casings lying amongst the rubble. What exactly happened here?
Well, I would imagine that somebody shot a gun. That's what bullet casings usually mean, George. You fucking
The door
dipshit.
was locked.
I do not hidden object spot another statue out here.
It looked like this part of the castell had taken some damage.
Whoop.
It looked like this.
We don't get that second line again. Oh well, I missed a line. Game invalid. Alright, let me check out these statues. What do we have?
It was the lower half of a green, barefooted statue. It resembled the statues in Marquez's family photo. The blue statue was missing its head. Only his robes and sandaled feet remained. Like the other one, this looked a lot like the statues in Marquez's family photograph.
Okay, and this
The
statue?
blue-colored statue was robed with a bald head and bare feet. A third one
Bald
resembling
head,
the
bare
ornaments in the
feet.
family photograph.
I guess we're gonna have to figure out which one it was. Let me look at that poem again.
The church clearly had a long history of demonizing the Gnostics.
Clad in blue, they look toward the rising sun. Clad in green, they look the other way toward the setting sun. Okay,
An old man with a beard was carved into the front of the...
I don't care.
La Maledizio. Back to the
So-
rightful place. But what were the clues?
Look, clad in green, they look toward the setting sun. So that's the west. We've only got one green statue. I guess he's looking toward the west now, because... You know, I guess.
The statues were facing outward, just like in the Marquez photo. I waited with bated breath for something to happen. Nothing.
What about this dude? Okay, that's the intact statue. This is the broken statue. Is that the right pose for the green guy? Yeah, he's got 1 foot forward. He's got his full legs covered. I think it's the broken one. Doesn't seem to be doing much though, and that's probably because I only have half of them. If only I had the other half. What's this crate?
There was a crate of brandy amongst all the mess.
Oh, brandy. Okay. Right. Let's take another look at that photograph. Okay, so those guys are turned around. We got the muscled kneeling dudes. They're right here.
The carving looked like the bearded man in the painting.
Do we have to have a fire in the fireplace?
The stone fireplace was old and dusty. It looked like it had lain undisturbed for decades. There was no fuel to light in the fireplace. Just dust and a few spiders.
Burn the spiders! Now, alright. Is the fire going in the photograph? No. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say yes, and I'm not gonna say no. All these shields.
It was a shield on which heraldic symbols had been painted. The scroll below the shield read Berga.
Berga.
The scroll under the shield read Olot. The scroll beneath the shield read Figueres. The scroll below the shield read Tremp. The scroll under the shield read El Pont de Suerte.
I don't know if any of these mean anything.
The scroll beneath the shield read Puicharda.
Is that how you pronounce that? Okay, sure.
The scroll below the shield read Girona.
My Girona! Oh, can't really go any further here, okay. And this ritual take the form of the spiritual and look toward the rising sun, toward the tree of knowledge. All should know the light of knowledge is blue, the light of life is green. Both blue and green. Intertwined with the light of man to become pure. Pure white light will win.
That wasn't worth trying.
The fuck are we gonna find pure white light? Scroll below the shield, red plug. The scroll below the shield, red plover. Scroll below the shield, red. Nothing happens here.
That would be pointless. Large double doors blocked the way.
Alright, these doors are locked. There's nothing in the rubble.
There were spent bullet casings lying amongst
Oh, I'm
the
sorry,
rubble.
there's spent bullet cases. That's very helpful. Thank you, George. Alright, let's look at the painting close up. And, ooh, bookcase.
The bookcase held an assortment of ancient books.
Nothing helpful. What is the second thing in my inventory?
It was an ornate tree carved in bas-relief.
Toilet water. A spray pump for shitty, smelly goo that is used as perfume in some cultures. Thought it was a flashlight. That would help.
I put some statues above the fireplace, but it was hard to tell if they were the same ones as in Marquez's family photograph.
Like, that's really understandable.
The painting held all the answers. The Tower of Saints had led us to the Castel. I wondered where the other clues would take us.
Alright. Yeah, let's go over the clues. We got the human tower.
It was a tower of tormented souls. They looked like the damned.
Okay, this represents fighting Kefka. This represents hot furries.
It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him.
And the hot furries will lead us to...
Inside the ring was what looked like an affluent town.
The location of Anthrocon for this year.
The priest appeared to have a padlock through his mouth. He was pointing down to the ring below him.
Shutting the fuck up will lead us to...
There was a tower within the ring. Maybe it indicated a place?
Saruman's Tower.
It was a castle of saints.
Here's the Castillo de
Castel
Saints.
Saints in Catalonia.
Young man, there's no need to feel down.
The figure of the young man was just like the one on the front of the fireplace. It couldn't be a coincidence. The youthful figure held a glowing blue orb in his hand. The bearded figure was similar to the one on the fireplace in the hall. I wondered if there was a connection. The orb in the old man's hand glowed with a green light.
So we got like Zeus and we got like Apollo.
Inside the ring was a castle gate. I had no idea what it signified.
Signify the castle gate, George.
Within the ring, there were a number of houses. It was a village or a small town.
All of this is like fucking architecture, man.
A large Ouroboros dominated the center of the painting. Before he was killed, Simeon had said that the tree inside the Ouroboros represented hidden Gnostic knowledge. And here it was, a whole new image inside the snake. Hobbes had uncovered it, but now he was dead. A scarred face stared back at me from within the Ouroboros. Hobbes must have uncovered the image when he was restoring the painting. But what did it mean? And what was its link to the Tabula Veritatis?
Alright, well, that, told me nothing. Thank you.
That was never gonna work.
No, can't put the medallion inside the thing.
That was almost a great idea. Almost.
Can't use the papers to interpret it.
That was
And we
never
can't
gonna
use the mirror to reflect light onto it. We can rotate the plinth. Spin the guy in circles. Not really very helpful. What if we swap the places of the two, and then point them at each other? No, well, I had hope.
The carving looked like the bearded man in the painting.
Nico, any thoughts?
What are you thinking, Nico?
The fireplace. It looks familiar.
You're right. You know what?
In Marquez's photo, his family was standing in front of it.
That's true. Yeah, I did notice that in this photo. With these guys.
On the fireplace. Finally, La Malediccio was back in its rightful place. The young Marquez had no idea of the fate that was soon to befall his family.
Obviously, we need your mother, Marquez.
It was Marquez's
Get
mother.
her out here.
The medallion Marquez's father wore looked identical to the one I found in Paris. It was strange that Marquez didn't want it back.
That is a little odd, actually.
I'd put some statues above the...
Go get the cop. He can play the role of mother. Yeah! Sure he can. Sure he can. Actually, you know what? Why does it have to be blue and... It doesn't have to be blue and green. It could be two blue ones. I mean, that wouldn't make sense, really. But...
Nope.
It feels like the medallion is key, though.
I needed a better...
I just don't know how. What are you thinking, Marquez?
Senor Marquez?
I can ask him all these things again.
Anything else about the painting I should know?
I keep telling you, I don't know.
Yeah, you
think
do.
the Tabula Veritatis was hidden here?
Perhaps. Who knows?
Nico and I are risking our lives for you. You really can't tell us anymore?
Truly, I do not know.
We can grill him, but he's just like,
So,
oh.
you're the good guys?
Good and evil are meaningless terms. We strive simply
Yeah,
and
balance.
keep the tabula from...
So you said, and you really don't...
Anything else about the photograph you can tell me?
You see, there used to be statues on the mantelpiece.
Like I've put there now.
Are you sure you don't want your medallion back?
I am sure.
Take a look at this.
That statue has seen better days.
Sure has.
You should get back to it.
What about you, dude? You've contributed nothing.
A few words, senor?
Good. Bye.
I'm sorry?
You wanted a few words. I just gave you 2.
Ramon sure was a little light in the charm department.
Okay. I need a nudge. I'm pulling up a guide. I do need some kind of bump in the correct direction. So I'm going to glance at a guide and see if I can figure anything out. Not really. Like, I'm not gonna look up the exact spoiler. What about this?
It was an old, weathered sundial. From the dial, I could see that the main doors of the house faced north.
Wait. Main door of the house face. So that means that this isn't fucking north and south. Or this isn't east and west.
The statues on the plinth were the same as the ones in the Marquez family photograph.
North. Like this? Son of a bitch! Alright.
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time.
Okay, that was my own assumptions coming back to bite me.
Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges? Georges!
That's bad.
What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram,
It's
Senor?
Wolfram and Hart. This is an
Wolfram.
angel plot.
I spit on the name.
What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainen. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainen was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
Okay, interesting.
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint, Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Okay, so that's
Oh, I
the dude in
see.
the painting.
Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us.
Saint Ramon is the dude in the painting. Good to know. Good to know.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
This Kenan, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent
Golf.
weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Gainen just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
The name Genan was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción. A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
I totally believe otherwise, but okay.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Gainen's papers.
Like, honestly, my favorite plots are like 90% coincidence. I love when shit just happens to people.
Can I have a look at the library?
No, I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
Okay.
I needed to find out what Ganon had been working on in that library.
You need to go find the keys. Okay. And apparently
George had
George
always
is
been
just
good at disappearing acts.
up there now, so... Let's go,
The garden was now an overgrown wilderness.
Ah, yes, the wilderness.
A beautiful stained glass window had survived the attack so many years ago.
Alright, maybe they're out in the car. If he was out, like, drinking and driving.
Aren't goats cute? I do wonder why Georges has such an aversion to these noble creatures.
Really starkly stands out in the previous shot. She does. I think it's to do with the way she's modeled. Like, she is a 3D object where nothing else is. Well, where Eva is, too, but... And the dark colors. Oh, yeah, that too. Can we pet the goat? Good goat. Nice goat.
Hello, little one.
Nico, friend to all creatures, Collard.
The goat had been tethered. Seemed unnecessary. The gentle animal wouldn't have harmed a soul. A pile of old apples. Looked like the goat had been eating lots of them.
Alright, anything in the car? Oh, wow. Okay.
The floor of the car was littered with keys from sardine cans.
Sardine cans. Okay. Alright, there's an achievement system. I totally forgot about that.
An old pair of shoes. Someone had been sleeping in the car, but long, long ago. In amongst the rubbish on the car floor was an old brandy bottle. I picked up what looked like an old diary. It was Ramon's. The library will forever be a shrine. No one will enter. I shall hide the key in a safe place. Once I've eaten. I have just what I need and know what to do. Oh, beautiful lady, your eyes are so blue. I just can't stop thinking of you. Ramon was quite the budding poet. Our lives are entwined like ivy on a tree. That is what you mean to me. Nice.
Now, he was eating
Hey, I was reading that.
Hey! I'm sorry. No. So he was eating sardines and drinking and preparing to hide the key.
The inside of the car was in a bad state.
Yes, goats have eaten it.
The dashboard seemed intact, but this old family car would never drive again. A 5T71. Extraordinary. It was never going to work. The battery would have died decades ago.
Alright,
Have you no respect for great art? Pretty indigestible, huh?
okay, I remember seeing the, the wind
The
chime.
wind chime looked like it was made from old cans. I wondered if it was Ramon's handiwork. One old sardine can was bulging slightly. I fished around. There was something in it.
Oh, you fished around the sardine can?
And there it was, the key to the library.
Alright, library key get. Let's let Ramon know.
I found your key.
I thought it was lost forever.
Okay. What was the key doing that would make it open, otherwise empty tin can bulge? Presumably pushing against it from within. Like it was turned sideways or something.
An intricate mosaic adorned the floor.
Alternately just putting a little bit of weight in the same spot for years. Hey, the Yaris can't be that bad. It had an Xbox game devoted to it.
Ramon had been true to his word. This place was like a shrine.
A shrine to the dead. Ooh.
A globe sat forgotten in a corner. I wondered if Marquez had played with it as a child. Books were still stacked neatly in the bookcase. More were scattered on the floor.
Burger King, it's the worst fast food burg. I really beg to differ on that one. I've been to Hardee's. They're not great.
An empty frame rested against the wall. When they left, Genad's soldiers probably took everything of value.
Weirdly, even though they're supposed to be the same thing, I've also been to Carl's Jr.'s, and they have good hamburgers there. Not the weird, dried-up meat scraps that Hardee's had. It's possible my local
The
location just
table
sucked,
had
though.
been cleared.
I haven't been to either in over 2 decades.
The old armor was in pride of place. Genan clearly hadn't moved it.
Okay,
The
tapestry.
tapestry had been flung to one side.
So, if he was trying to escape, where would he have gone?
Ramon was right. The window was barred. I wondered why Xavier Marquez had tried to escape through the library. The trunk contained someone's personal possessions. At a guess, Genan's. I wondered what secrets they might hold.
An Arby's next to a Denny's. The Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I like both Arby's and Denny's. However, I do agree that if you, went to one and then the other, you would have, like, a broken colon at least.
A pair of well-worn boots. The hat looked battered and old. I wondered if it had belonged to the mysterious Genan.
Probably. A map.
The map had interesting markings and scribbles all over it. Georges would be so jealous.
Mare Nostrum, isn't that the fucking moon?
So, what is this place, senor?
It is my family's chapel.
It's not like any chapel I ever saw. Where's the altar, the crucifix, the Christian symbols? And this fresco, what's that?
How extraordinary. It tells a story.
Many frescoes
It
do.
depicts the journey of my ancestors, the Cathars, and their escape from the hilltop fortress of Montsegur with the Tabula Veritatis, from under the very noses of the soldiers of the Albigensian Crusade.
Whoa, wait a minute. Who are the Cathars? And
Sure,
what
we
have
brought
they
this
got
up in
to
the
do with
last
the
game.
tabula?
Or the last
Cathars
part.
were Gnostics. They lived in the south of France in the 12th century, at peace with the Jews and the Catholics of the Languedoc. They preach that men and women are equal, that God is within you, and that the Church is an obstacle to salvation. The Pope found their core beliefs abhorrent. The Cathars accused him and his Church of corruption. He condemned them as heretics. When the Pope learned that they were the guardians of the Tabula Veritatis, he conspired with the King of France and called for a holy war to wipe them out. The Albigensian Crusade was a callous, ruthless massacre. The final confrontation took place here at Montsegur in 1244. The Crusaders believed that they had slaughtered all the heretics, but a handful managed to escape with the tabula. They traveled south across the Pyrenees along secret trails. They brought the tabula here to Catalonia to be hidden once more.
See, I can never interpret these art pieces.
Sadly, it was not the end of their trials.
I don't have a mind for
the
art.
Spanish Inquisition saw to that. Nevertheless, for generations, my ancestors continued to guard the secret of the tabula. So, you understand why La Maledizio is important to me. It will lead us to the tabula again, so we can keep it safe from those who wish to abuse its power.
The painting brought us up here, senor. We need to find out why.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's like, Broken Sword will take stuff from actual historical fucked up religious shit and then hyper simplify it. Whereas if it were, say, Jane Jensen writing, she would have, like, hyper fancified it and also somehow worked, like, zombie Frankenstein in there. And also Gabriel Knight would have somehow had sex with, like, Ava. Don't ask me how. What do you mean that Wagner wasn't boning down a werewolf Lord Nightmare? Well, if Wagner had been fucking a werewolf, it would have been the only good thing Wagner ever did with his life. Jane Jensen is the stuff AO3 is made of. She does have a career writing erotic novels now. I've always been curious. I've always kind of wanted to pick one up. Under her pen name of, like, Eli something or other. I've always wanted to pick one up and see how it is. Because, like, from what I understand, she brings the same acumen to that profession. Like, somebody's always, like, a big asshole, but there's also, like, well-researched historical stuff and the most bonkers supernatural shit you've ever read. And, like, that's kind of my jam. I think I'm the target audience and I haven't been reading them. If there's fucking werewolves, then I'm there. And I mean literally, if there's fucking werewolves. If somebody's getting knotted, then I gotta pick those books up.
It was a large marble statue of a young man holding some sort of colored glass lens. These statues,
What of them?
they're just like the figures in the painting, and on the fireplace.
Indeed, they are the two pillars of the Gnostic faith in harmony. And the bearded one is Yahweh, Jehovah, God of the physical world. The other is known by many names. Helel, Ishtar. He is the bearer of light, Luxfere, Lucifer.
Lucifer? So you guys are devil worshippers?
No. When he is in balance with Jehovah, Lucifer is the god of desire and ambition, driving humans to be inquisitive, to discover, to advance. Just as Jehovah, when he is in balance with Lucifer, is the god of order. Jehovah stands for selflessness and altruism. Gnostics worship the harmony of both gods in balance.
But what if one were to rule without the other?
If Jehovah ruled without Lucifer, then individuality would be surrendered. Mankind would be wholly conformist, mindlessly dependent, mere pawns of a controlling power.
And what if Lucifer ruled without Jehovah?
Ambition and desire.
I mean,
would
this
be
is not what
transformed
Gnostics believe.
into
This is what Shin Megami
unbridled
fucking
greed,
sword.
and man would lust only for wealth and power. Society would descend into chaos. Disorder and war would prevail. Then Lucifer would be the devil indeed.
And this is exactly what Shin Megami Tensei believes. Alright, so what does the candelabrum
It was a
signify?
candelabrum holding a single candle.
I guess the candelabrum signifies that, eventually you're gonna need, some light to see shit.
Just what this place needed. Bit of mood lighting. If only I had a few scatter cushions.
What the hell is a scatter cushion? Where's the secret true ending of Broken Sword 5 where you march on heaven? Oh, you've got to go through a whole labyrinth to get there, and I didn't get Nico her, I didn't get Nico, like, her 5th Magatama. Sorry, that's my fault. A scatter cushion is a Oh, okay. I thought a scatter cushion was like some kind of light diffusing thing. Like, that would make sense to me. Alright, anyway, we got, like, the light of truth or something going now. Can we use the medallion on it?
Light shone through the glass of the medallion, causing dappled red light to fall
Yeah,
on
of
the
course.
fresco. It meant something, but I didn't know what.
This means something. What? Oh. Thanks, George. I can always count on you. No Californian ever has used the phrase scatter cushion.
I'm pretty sure I didn't want to burn that. The fresco deserved a proper examination. The fresco was surrounded by dusty inscriptions. My Latin was a little rusty, but I could still translate. Ex igne puritas, from fire, purity. Ex luce veritas, from light, truth. Ex labore sapientia, from struggle, knowledge.
Okay. And these guys are just some dudes. Can I get that light on here now and
That wouldn't... Light shone through the glass.
can you like hold this?
Are you sure you don't want your medallion back?
I am sure.
Okay.
It was a glass wheel divided into 6 colors. and it looked like it could be
Oh,
rotated.
okay. I
Part
gotta
of the
rotate.
lens was covered.
I gotta fuck with this. Oh man, psychedelics! Woo!
I removed the small leather cover to reveal a crude crystal lens. Colored light streamed through and shone onto the fresco.
Alright, this guy is to the... I guess he's to the west. I don't know.
The color changed from yellow to green.
I think that means that he gets the green light and the other dude gets the blue light. Could be incorrect on that. Gnosticism was closed unexpectedly. You would know it runs on Mac OS. Did it close? No, okay, good. Just making sure. Alright. Native knowledge is blue. Looks like some Mac OS throbber. Looks like the, Google Chrome throbber to me.
It was a glass wheel. Part of the lens was covered.
Well, let's get it uncovered, rip that thing off.
The color changed from yellow to green. The color changed from green to turquoise.
Is turquoise blue?
The color changed from turquoise to blue.
I guess not. Alright, and now we intersperse it with the light of man, which apparently is red.
Amazing. The light is showing the path of the bonzome.
The what?
The sacred trail my ancestors took across the Pyrenees, carrying the Tabula Veritatis, from Montségur across the mountains to this town.
And which town is that?
I don't know. That I cannot answer. But
It's got a distinctive coat of arms. It's got the little bumpy
But
waves.
how does it bring us closer to the tabula?
It tells us the route the Tabula took 800 years ago.
I
Yep.
think that's all we're going to find up here.
You're right. We should return to the hall.
Yes, we should.
Eva will be getting worried.
Okay, which is the wavy symbols?
Okay, we found the route of the Bonzom Trail. How does it help us?
It must somehow relate to the painting.
It's none of these.
Papa, are you crazy? What are you doing?
I'm fine. Don't fuss.
You got me out here to look after you, so let me do it. Ramon is outside keeping watch.
Georges, I'm glad you're safe. What did you find?
There's a secret chapel above the fireplace. But it's not your average everyday chapel. It's a Gnostic chapel. All laid out for worshiping not one god, but two.
What?
I'll
What?
tell you when we have more time.
You know, I found some things too, which might connect with all that. Come to the library. Oh, could you bring the painting? I think we're going to need it.
Okay. I wanted to look at some coats of arms, but... There.
The coat of arms was exactly the same as the one depicted on the fresco. It read Berga.
Okay, Berga.
Have you brought the painting?
No.
You had one job, George. That was my fault. I forgot.
What are you doing with La Maledizio?
Nico found something and asked me to bring the painting. I promised to take care of it.
Eva, go with him. Make sure the painting comes to no harm.
Oh, he's gonna die while
We
we're
should
out there.
stay with you, Papa.
Don't worry about me. La Maledizio is more important.
Have you brought the painting?
Sure, why do you want it?
Because I found out what Ganon was up to.
The Ganon who tried to buy the painting from Medovsky?
No, Ganon who led the fascists here during the Civil War. Ganon who then spent months here searching for something. And who vanished one day, leaving that trunk full of goodies over there.
You think he's connected to the Ganon who wrote the letter to Medovsky?
It seems likely that they were related.
Maybe. So what's the plan you've uncovered?
Take a look at this. It's Ganon's map. He was searching for something.
Searching for what exactly?
The Tabula Veritatis, I guess.
You think he found it?
I doubt it. If he had, then people wouldn't still be chasing after the painting.
So why did you want me to bring it?
See this scribble in the sea?
It's the same shape as the circles around the Ouroboros.
Yes. Ganon thought that pattern in the painting had something to do with a map of Catalonia.
So, I guess we try to finish what Ganon started. I'd put money on those circles around the Ouroboros being places in Catalonia.
Seems fair.
But which places?
Maybe the painting can give us some more clues.
Alright.
The map had to be the key.
Solve the clues hidden in the dictum. Mark the 4 key locations. You will know when you have correctly identified the... Okay. Well, for one, here's
Berga
Berga.
was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
Then it's probably a clue. Berga must be important.
Let's mark Berga because we
So,
know that's
the
important.
coat of arms on the fresco pointed us towards Berga.
Then it must be important.
Alright, we've marked Berga.
I wasn't sure that I had all the information I needed to pinpoint the important locations.
Alright, we do need to look around, it seems like, so...
It was an empty frame. The painting had almost certainly been looted by Ganon's men.
Window...
The window looked out onto a small courtyard. It had a grille of solid iron bars.
Okay. Anything in the trunk? Oh, can take the hat.
I lifted the hat out of the chest.
Oh, I wanted to take it with me.
It was a well-worn hat. I had no desire to take the old boots.
But you wanted to take the hat.
I removed the oilcloth from the chest. I picked up the blanket. There was nothing underneath it. There was something tucked beneath the shirt. I picked up the folded note.
Okay, there's a note in here.
It was a telegram. There was nothing underneath the other shirt. I had no desire to take the old boots.
Okay, there's nothing else in the... Nothing else in the trunk. As far as I know, unless there's like a false thing somewhere around here.
I put everything back in the chest.
What's this? The telegram has been encoded with a substitution cipher. Okay. We're getting puzzle dents here. Alright. So one of these 3-letter words is probably the. One of these single letters is probably A. Let's start off assuming that this is the. G and P are A and I. Tabula. Okay, wait a minute. And that would mean that P is probably I. Veritate. Okay, that means that this is S. Okay. And I can confirm tab. The Tabula Veritatis was probably smuggled. So this is was. The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of, okay, out of was smuggled out of Monsignor to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. Stop. I have confirmed this from yeah, okay. Confirm this from Confessions. Extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Geronia. Stop. Wolfram. Stop. Okay. From Confessions. Extracted by the Dominion Inquisitor.
I deciphered the telegram.
There we go.
The Tabula Veritatis was smuggled out of Montsegur to Catalonia by a group of Cathar survivors. I have confirmed this from Confessions extracted by the Dominican Inquisitor Emmerich of Gerona. It was signed Wolfram.
Knowing stop was in this because it's a telegram. That would also have been a valid way to start on deciphering this. Like the 4-letter word that keeps repeating is probably stop if it's a telegram. Yeah, a cryptography. That was a pretty easy cryptography puzzle because we knew several of the words going in, or at least had strong guesses about several of the words going in. But I do like when they're that breezy. What the hell did the telegram actually say? Hold on.
The Tabula Veritatis
was smuggled out of Monsignor to Catalonia.
I have confirmed.
Okay.
It was signed
Wolfram. Amazing how well that can break a grip. Actually knowing what you're doing, yeah. Okay, so we've got Berga, we've got Monsignor.
The map had to be the key. The fresco pointed me to Montsegur.
Well, mark it on the map.
Monsignor.
This was one of the locations highlighted on the fresco.
And this was the starting point of the journey of the Bonan. The good man. The Cathars, right?
2 locations down. If the vignettes on the painting were anything to go by, I needed to find 2 more.
And I think Gerona was one. Like World War II and the idiots couldn't stop blowing smoke. That's fair, yeah.
The Dominican monk Emmerich was from Gerona. The dog-headed priest on the painting. I'd found 3 locations. Now I had to track down the
Dog-headed priest
last
on the
one.
painting. And the other one was Saint Ramon. He was the other priest on the painting.
The village of San Ramon.
Saint Ramon. Ramon told me he was named after a Saint Ramon.
There's also a saint on the painting.
Let me guess, he has a hefty padlock through his lips?
I could see a pattern emerging. The locations had formed an odd cross shape, similar to the layout of the orbs depicted on the painting. This is the center point of the cross, so the tabula must be here. Montserrat. It has to be Montserrat. The question is, what's Montserrat?
It's a monastery in the mountains, quite a tourist spot. But there's something else. I think it used to be a Gnostic refuge, hundreds of years ago.
Bravo, my friends.
Shit.
Dovsky?
No, Langham.
No, it's Genan, isn't it?
Very good, Miss Collard. So, what happened to the real Langham?
He went for a long swim in the Seine. Now, I was expecting to have to rip this place apart and retrace my grandfather's steps, but I do believe you have saved me quite a lot of work. The tabula is at Montserrat. Who would have thought it? The old man will be coming with me.
No, please, take me instead. He doesn't know anything.
And you do? I think not.
But he is old.
Eva, hold your peace, child.
You can't do this.
Oh, but I can. I will. Man is weak, servile, controlled. He must be freed. Freed from all constraints. Free to fulfill his desires.
And you plan to raise the devil to achieve that?
Not the devil. Lucifer. Now, if you don't mind, we have a long journey ahead of us.
I like how George was
Like
highlighted by the
rotten
light
man.
for that sentence.
We have to get out of here now. I assume that lunatic is as dangerous as he looks.
I'm afraid so, Eva. I think he's killed before.
He literally just
You know,
told
Nico?
you he did.
We were chasing Medovsky, but all along, we were really up against Ganon's grandson.
Like, he literally just told you that he killed somebody. Doors are locked.
The
Doors are
door was
locked.
locked.
Alright, what is this?
Look. Daylight.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a false door, Nico.
So that's why Marquez's father tried to escape through here. He didn't have time to open the false door.
Well, can we?
Aha!
Great work, George. Come on, Eva. Let's go.
We need to rescue your father and stop Langham before he gets the tabula. Eva, I think you'd better stay here.
Are you kidding? You'll need me, especially if there's a fight.
Eva, it'll be very dangerous.
Let her come. She has a shotgun.
Senora, you do not understand. It is my duty.
Okay. We'd better check up on Ramon first.
Sure. Then we will go and kick some ass.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Ramon okay? I guess we don't get to find out.
Montserrat was way up in the mountains, a major tourist destination. But we went there as tourists. We had an old man to rescue and an ancient tablet to find. And standing in our way was a cold-blooded killer.
These backgrounds are beautiful.
Why would the tabula be hidden up here of all places?
For hundreds of years, the mountain has been kind of a sanctuary. There's an old Benedictine monastery up the hill.
Well, I guess that's where we need to start looking.
There's a bunch of dudes with what look like automatic weapons just chilling in the square.
Wow, it's empty. Where is everyone?
This place is normally full of tourists.
I don't like the look of this one bit.
At
Guns?
least it's not monks with guns.
Don't even go there, Nico. Time to bring out the dumb tourist.
It's a role you were born to play, George.
That is one thing I appreciate about the Broken Sword series as opposed to Gabriel Knight, because apparently I'm just comparing the two of them left and right now. When George is playing the dumb tourist, you actually believe that he is playing a role. When Gabriel is playing the dumb tourist, you're not sure. Alright, we had... Oh, yeah, here's a lamppost.
Nice lamppost. Looking at that fence, I'd guess they had dog issues around here.
Hi there.
Howdy, fella.
Sorry, pal. Monastery's closed. Till further notice.
Oh, gee, well, ain't that just my luck?
Yeah, ain't it?
And my two pretty sisters here are so looking forward to seeing the monastery.
Life's full of disappointments.
Sure seems that way. And the monastery's definitely up there, huh?
It is. But it'll still be there tomorrow.
Oh, we fly back to Austin tonight.
Well, isn't that a shame?
So why's the place closed?
VIP visitors.
Wow, that's exciting. Which VIPs?
A foreign prince.
The Prince of where?
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow!
So we can't let normal folk in.
Oh, of course not. No, not if the Prince of where is there.
Right.
We're moving away from the monastery.
Are you ready
Yes,
to make
but with
some
those
bad
rules in the way,
choices?
We have to find a
Oh.
different approach.
Thank you. I missed what they were saying, but hello.
Maybe there's some other way around, via the cable car station?
Or at least someone in the can tell us what's going on.
The building looked very new. It must have been modernized recently.
I'll go back again. I'll back again.
The tracks for the train ran below.
Okay, what we have to do is make a daring leap off this bridge onto the train tracks where we will get hit by a train immediately. Also, thank you for making the terrible choice of giving me money.
Someone's coming out. Quick, we need to hide. I think it's Lagon.
Block everything off. Lock the whole place down, understand? The tabula's got to be up in the monastery. I'm sure of it. Come on.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss.
Close all the routes up to the monastery, and then make the old man talk.
Yes, boss.
This time, don't be so gentle with him.
Did you hear that? They haven't found it yet, but Senor Marquez must be in a bad way.
Listen, I have to follow those bastardos. I might be able to slip through on my own.
Sure. We'll see if we can find another way up.
Okay.
You think she'll be okay?
Eva can handle herself.
Yeah, I think we just have to trust that Ava is not gonna get herself killed.
It was locked. There was a keypad, but I didn't know the code.
What's that?
Glass canopies sparkled in the sun. Would have been a pain to clean those.
I don't know, you climb out this window up here and you just... Maybe just stick a hose out the window? I don't know how canopies work. I think, you eat them at parties? Glint.
Something inside the cable car was glinting. I couldn't make out what it was. The cable car hung midway across the valley. It wasn't moving.
A delicious can of pie. It's true. Can we use this telescope?
My God! Nico!
What is it?
This telescope! It's free!
George, you need to be hit. Hard, with a brick. To move the telescope, grasp a point in the black area and drag the screen. Alright, we're looking for that cable car. Which is... somewhere.
There was a small chapel perched on the edge of the cliff.
I missed what he was saying, sorry. Small chapel perched on the edge of a cliff.
There was a small chapel perched on the edge of the cliff.
Okay. There's a guy.
Wait, what's that? That rock looks familiar. Nico, take a look at this and tell me what you see.
You're right. That rock looks like a head.
I've seen that shape before. Take a look at this. The face in the Ouroboros, it's exactly the same shape as that rock.
That can't be a coincidence.
And you know what? Langham's got the forged picture, the one without the face.
So the rock won't have meant anything to him.
Nico, I don't think the tabula's up at the monastery. I think it's down there somewhere, around that rock.
Okay, not what I was looking for, though, so... Where is the cable car? It's over here. Oh, no!
There were a couple of people stuck in the cable car. They look kind of familiar. Then I realized it was my old friends Dwayne and Pearl Henderson. The Hendersons had an uncanny way of showing up wherever I went.
Dwayne and Pearl, okay.
I signaled back to Pearl. I couldn't make out if there was any response. Pearl seemed to be writing something on the window.
Can I make it out?
It said, "Help, stuck. Door code 0797. I wondered how Pearl came to know that.
Well, it doesn't matter. That's very useful. 0797.
Come on, Nico. Pearl's giving me the code to the door.
What? Pearl? Who? How?
Trust me, Nico. I've got friends in low-hanging places. Huh. There's no one here.
Looks like everything has been shut down.
There's only a radio around here somewhere. Cogs, wheels, a console, a timetable. What is this? I like the architecture in here. It's very open.
The cable cars were scheduled to run all day.
Lunchbox.
A metal lunchbox. Someone sure wanted to keep their cheese safe.
Hey, is anybody there?
Whoa! Did you hear that?
We're stuck in here. Help!
How about that, Nico? A talking lunchbox. Huh. What will they think of next? I better take it with me.
George?
A talking lunchbox. Locked. With no key, I was going to have to find a way to break into it.
A paperclip. Finally, it works.
The lock was too well made to be picked.
Shit. Finally, it doesn't work. My trusty cockroach.
They didn't go together.
No. Maybe something in this cupboard.
There was no lock, but the door wouldn't open.
Go away!
Hello?
George? There's someone in there.
Are you all right in there?
Just go away!
Okay. Call Kate Walker and see if you can borrow one of her keys. I wonder how Oscar would do in this situation. Ooh, a lever. Let's pull it.
The control panel looked complicated. It wasn't powered up, and the smell of burnt electrical components hung ominously in the air. The cogs turned, but the rest of the mechanism didn't seem to be engaging.
Okay.
The wheels were part of the cable car mechanism.
So something's broken somewhere. And... Oh, I know how to unlock the lunchbox. Violently.
The box was now wedged in the cogs, or rather, the giant can opener.
Hey, looking cool can substitute as a personality in many cases. Crunch.
That's quite a mess you've made there, Georges.
You know what they say about making omelets, Nico?
You can't make them without strawberry jam?
Aren't you French?
Strawberry jam was smeared all over the machinery.
Oh, it was a reference. Okay.
Just as I thought, it's a two-way radio.
Can anyone hear me?
Dwayne, this is George. George Stobart.
Holy cow, George, just the fella I need. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Dwayne. And don't you worry, I'll have you out of there in a minute.
You reckon you can get the cable car running again?
No, the console isn't working properly. I've got no idea why not.
George, this is Pearl. Get Kat to help you. She knows everything about that place.
Kat? Is she the girl in the closet?
Has she locked herself in? Oh, dear. Let me talk to her, darling.
I'll try. Someone jammed the radio. Somebody jammed the lunchbox, at least. The radio seems to be working fine. Besides, it's strawberry, not a raspberry. Can Pearl talk to you, ma'am?
Kat? I found you a friendly voice.
How do you know my name?
Kat, dear, it's me, Pearl.
Pearl? How did you get here? That's not possible.
Listen, darling, it really is me. But I'm talking on the radio. George here is a very decent guy, and you should open the door.
I'm not going to fall for that. Prove it's you.
All right. Remember we discovered we both love musicals?
Yeah? And my favorite one is?
How does it go now? Help me out. I am the very model of a modern major general.
Oh, boy.
Of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I know the kings of England, and I quote the fights historical.
From Marathon to Waterloo in order categorical. I'm very good in integral and differential
Are we gonna do the
calculus.
entire
I
piece?
know the scientific names of beings and animalculus.
In short, it matters vegetable, animal, and mineral.
I am the very model of a modern major general.
All right, only Pearl would know that, and I trust her. Who are you?
I'm George, and this is Nico. How did you end up in a closet?
There were
Repressive
some
regime.
guys with guns. They took over the whole station. I hid in here.
We're trying to avoid them too.
I was quite surprised, you know. They never mentioned guns at the job interview.
Really? We need to use the cable car. Can you operate it?
Yeah, if the console was working, but they sabotaged it.
And there's no way to get it started?
There might be. Let me see.
I kinda like that they just incidentally pop into the plot and back out.
See that burned out fuse down there?
In the back by the prongs?
Yeah. The idiots stuck a spanner in there and blew the fuse. They wanted to make sure no one could use the cable cars. Connect those two prongs somehow, and the console should restart.
Happily, I know just how to do that.
How on earth are we going to reach that?
I don't know. But don't stick your arm in there. You'll get fried.
Let me stick my arm in there. That said, we've had a game, Broken Sword 4, where, Pearl's husband shows up solo. I'd like to see a game where Pearl shows up solo. So, that would be fun. Fine. Can I stick my arm in here now, please?
I needed to avoid touching anything that could give me a shock.
It's like Operation.
I needed to electrically connect the 2 prongs to hotwire the console. The console looked complicated and dangerous.
What's that red button?
I needed to avoid touching any...
Right. Don't touch anything that'll shock you.
Trevor could help, but I couldn't just throw him in there. I set him down at the edge where it was safe.
We're finding a use for Trevor. We're giving him a paperclip.
I realized if Trevor could carry the paperclip, then he could hotwire the prongs. But the clip would fall off his back before he got there.
So we tie it to him with yarn.
That was almost a...
No.
Never in a month.
No. Clip would fall off his back before he got there. So we dip him in strawberry jam.
Good boy, Trevor.
Maybe. We dipped the paperclip in strawberry jam. Not the chewing gum, but it was close. Yeah.
The box was all...
There's the jam. Sticky.
Well, I'd done stranger things in my life. The paperclip was now all sticky.
I want you guys to think about something. I want you to think about how long it took me to figure out some of the extremely logical, sensible puzzles earlier. And how little time it took me to jump to the conclusion of a cockroach with a paperclip, strawberry jam to its back.
I stuck the paperclip onto Trevor's back. He was now fully equipped.
Locked and loaded, baby.
Good boy, Trevor. There was no way out.
Isn't this a plot of Bad Mojo? More or less, yeah. Isn't there an Aesop's fable about that? No, you're thinking of the, You're thinking of the fable where, like, there's a fox and he wants to get some grapes, so he puts a scorpion on his back, but the scorpion doesn't store up any food for winter, so they freeze to death, and then they get eaten by 3 little pigs. And the moral of the story is never buy land in Hoboken. Where does a duck's lemonade stand come in? It doesn't. Fuck that duck. Yeah, that's about the right response to that story. Alright, go fetch.
Go!
Dun 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 dun. Oh no, Trevor! He lived.
Well, Trevor looked like he needed therapy, but the console was working.
I really expected that to kill him. I guess they didn't have the heart.
The console, it's working.
Cool. I can send you down there if you want. Let me just bring the cable car up here.
Pearl and Dwayne are going to be mighty relieved.
Oh, they must have been going down in the other cable car.
Come on, Nico. There's no time to lose.
No time
As we
to
got
lose.
closer to the face in the rock, I knew for sure that we were on the right track. It was definitely the same as the face in the painting, but with one difference. The symbol of the tabula was missing from the rock formation.
Does that mean that it's in the guy's forehead?
Well, here we are.
But no way to reach the face. Let's have a look around. There must be a way up.
Alright, I think that's where we're stopping for the weekend. We will come back next weekend and probably finish this game immediately. I have no idea how much longer we have in it. Well, there's an easy way to find out. 75%! We are at 75% of the way through this game. So, next weekend we'll probably come back, finish the game in finish like the last 25% on the first night. And then I will have no idea what to do to the night after that, because I have not planned in advance at all. And I do not plan to plan in advance, because planning in advance is incorrect. Can we talk to... No, we can't talk to Pearl, because we're Nico now. Okay. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for showing up. I'd like to thank you for whatever we've done here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and release you folks into the ether. You can have a good night. Or you can have a bad night. I'm not your mom, I'm your aunt. And, your Aunt Sizey wishes you the best. Rest well, enjoy what's left of your weekend, which isn't like a half an hour, so you better hurry up on that. And have a good time. Night, folks.